The Vivo V series has always been a favorite for those who want the mix of stylish design, solid performance, and dependable cameras. It's the kind of phone lineup that makes you feel like you're holding something premium because you are. With the new Vivo V60 Lite, do these expectations still stand even at a budget-friendlier price tag? Sup peeps, Early Fuga Tech, and today we're taking the Vivo V60 Lite 4G for a full review. Let's dive right in. Okay, let's start with its design. At first glance, the Vivo V60 Lite immediately stands out for its refined design. Our unit is in the pop pink colorway that looks soft and lively, while the other options give off a more subtle and classy vibe. The back panel and plastic frame show off a nice matte finish look, splashed with a bit of iridescence when it catches light. And speaking of light, that's exactly how the Vivo V60 Lite feels. With a slim 7.6mm profile and a weight of just 194 grams, it's comfortable to hold. You can slip it in your jeans or bags without feeling like you're carrying something heavy around. But don't mistake its lightweight build for being fragile. Vivo actually threw in some serious protection. It's got SGS 5-star drop resistance, military-grade certifications, so it's not afraid of the occasional slip from your desk or pocket. Plus, the IP65 rating means it can handle dust and water jets, perfect for those who are always outside or just happen to be a little clumsy sometimes. For buttons and ports, the volume rocker and power button are placed on the right side, while the left side remains neat. At the bottom, there's the SIM tray slot, USB Type-C port, and the speaker grill. Up top, there's the other stereo speaker and a microphone. Moving over to the display. The 6.77-inch AMOLED screen of the Vivo V60 Lite has a sharp Full HD Plus resolution with support for a fast 120Hz refresh rate. Reading articles, surfing the net, and playing casual games are just as nice as a premium phone with this one. When it comes to my multimedia experience, the colors are vibrant and deep blacks are accurate, thanks to its HDR10 Plus support. The thin bezels complemented well with the display and it made every watch time more immersive. Additionally, it is Widevine L1 certified, so you can be sure that you're watching Netflix content in full HD. The audio quality is something they didn't skimp on. The soundstage is nice aside from it being loud. The dual stereo speakers and 400% volume make the V60 Lite a good one for multimedia purposes. For biometrics, the Vivo V60 Lite features both fingerprint and facial recognition. But as for me, I prefer the fingerprint scanning more than the facial option, even though there's a little bit of delay upon registration. Now, let's move on to one of the most important aspects of this phone, the cameras. The Vivo V60 Lite has two cameras at the back, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide lens and a 50-megapixel Sony IMX882 main shooter, both housed in a pill-shaped island. When it comes to daylight shots, the Vivo V60 Lite doesn't disappoint. The main camera nails the sweet spot between clarity and color, in which photos come out crisp, detailed, and pleasantly vibrant without looking too processed. While in low-light scenarios, the V60 Lite still holds up, but you'll want to give it a bit of effort. Make sure there's decent lighting around to avoid that grainy or soft look. Turning on the nifty Aura Light feature works wonders here. It brightens up your shots and keeps your subject clear, even in tricky lighting conditions. And let's not forget the 8-megapixel ultra-wide lens. It's a win for group photos or when you want to capture that nice scenic view without cutting anyone or anything out of the frame. Up front, the 32-megapixel selfie camera is housed in a punch-hole notch. It produces crisp, detailed selfies. To be honest with you, I've been enjoying taking selfies with this one. As for the video, the rear and front cameras can shoot and record video up to 1080p resolution at 30 frames per second, which is kind of a bummer. I was hoping for a higher resolution or at least 60 frames per second, but this is the V60 Lite 4G version and that's to be expected. Still, it produces decent outputs in general. By the way, 4K video recording is only available for the 5G version, so there's that. Powering the Vivo V60 Lite 4G is the Snapdragon 685. Now, I'll be frank, I know this isn't a flagship processor, but it handled my daily tasks well. For config, our unit is paired with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. Just so you know, the 4G and 5G variants have different processors. The 5G variant has a more powerful chip, the MediaTek Dimensity 7360 Turbo. That said, the 4G version still holds its ground. With our gaming experience, our review unit handled casual and mobile games decently. However, for more graphic-intensive titles, the phone struggles to provide a decent and consistent frame rate, usually capping at less than 30 frames per second. But if you're into gaming, the 5G variant has a more suitable chipset to boot. Of course, we did our usual benchmarks on this one, and if you're curious about the numbers, it's on your screen now. On the software side, the Vivo V60 Lite 4G runs on Android 15 with FunTouch OS 15 skin on top. The UI is customizable and fun to use, and it even gives you the option to change the app icons and shapes. Though there are some bloatware present, they can be easily removed, so it's not that big of an issue. The phone does support Google Circle to Search and AI Erase, which is within the Albums app. There's AI creation as well that you can check out on the Notes app, which I find pretty useful. I know the new Origin OS 6 has been out for global users using select Vivo models. However, we may wait until the first half of 2026 for it to arrive on the V60 Lite 5G and 4G versions. In case you didn't know, Origin OS was previously exclusive to Chinese Vivo and IQO models. And now the brand is finally bringing it to global users, replacing FunTouch OS. That's good news to us since Origin OS 6 offers a better UI, smoother animations, and sleeker customization options. You can get a glimpse of that in another video which you may watch on the Yugatech channel. In terms of update policy, Vivo hasn't mentioned anything about it, but we're expecting the V60 Lite to get at least 3 years of major Android upgrades and 4 years of security patches. Now, let's talk about what really makes the Vivo V60 Lite shine. Its long-lasting battery life. This phone packs a massive 6,500 mAh battery, and honestly, it just keeps going. During my time with it, I was able to stretch my usage of up to 2 full days on a single charge. Even with regular use, doom scrolling on social media, taking photos, streaming videos, and a few gaming sessions here and there. And when the phone's battery does run low, Vivo's 90 watts wire charging gets it back up to full in no time. A quick top-up during my coffee break is usually enough to last me the rest of the day. We had it tested with PC Mark battery test, and it pumped out a good result of 21 hours and 25 minutes. That's honestly a pretty good number. Another cool addition is the support for bypass charging. For your information, this lets you use the phone while plugged in without putting too much stress on the battery. This means that it should help prolong the battery's lifespan. When it comes to connectivity, the Vivo V60 Lite 4G covers all the essentials. You get Wi-Fi, NFC, and GPS. To wrap things up, if you're after a phone that looks premium, lasts long, and takes dependable photos, the Vivo V60 Lite 4G is worth checking out. It's got that signature Vivo elegance, a bright and crisp display, and a massive battery that just refuses to quit. For its price, it's a decent all-around daily driver that nails the basics while still feeling a bit classy and premium in hand. Sure, the 4G version misses out on more processing power, it does compromise with a durable build, and more than enough cameras. If you really want a better video experience, plus a bit more muscle under the hood, the 5G variant is the way to go. At the end of the day, the Vivo V60 Lite 4G ticks all the essential boxes. It's great for watching videos, snapping good photos, and powering through an entire workday. It's practical, stylish, and dependable, and for me, that's already enough. The starting price of the Vivo V60 Lite 4G is 14,999 pesos. Meanwhile, the 5G version comes with two options. The 8GB plus 256GB model costs 17,999 pesos, while the 12GB plus 512GB model costs 20,999 pesos. And that's it for this review. If you find this video helpful or informative, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon so you won't miss any of our future uploads. Don't forget to follow us on our socials, that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or X, and visit yugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this has been Earl in the Vivo 60 Lite 4G, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!